You know how move-ins and move-outs can get a little chaotic? That's exactly why so many landlords here in San Antonio swear by having a solid rental inspection checklist. Think of it as your friendly roadmap that keeps everything organized and stress-free, especially when you're managing multiple properties. When you take the time to write things down and snap some photos, everyone's on the same page about what the home looks like and what to expect. It's really a win-win because it gives you peace of mind while helping your tenants feel confident too. Here's the thing. A good walkthrough helps you catch those little details that are so easy to miss in the rush of moving day. 1. Introduction to rental inspections. Let's talk about why rental inspections are so important. You know how move-ins and move-outs can get a little hectic when details start slipping through the cracks? That's exactly why most landlords here in San Antonio love having a clear rental inspection checklist to lean on. It really does make everything so much smoother. Having a simple guide like this helps you stay calm and collected, especially when you're juggling several properties at once. When you take the time to document everything in writing and with photos, both you and your tenants are crystal clear about the home's condition and what's expected moving forward. It creates this nice, steady routine that protects you while giving your tenants that extra confidence during what can be a pretty big transition. A thorough walkthrough is your best friend for catching those little things that tend to disappear in the chaos of moving day. You know what I mean? That tiny crack near a door frame, a porch step that's a bit loose, or a sink that drips ever so slightly. These details are so easy to overlook when there's a million things happening at once. Your checklist keeps you on track and makes sure nothing gets missed. And here's a bonus. It helps you spot patterns from previous tenants, which is really valuable for planning your long-term maintenance and repairs across all your San Antonio properties. So here's the thing about rental inspections. They're really your best friend when it comes to keeping your home in great shape. When you do that walkthrough at move-in, you're basically creating a snapshot of how everything looks right at the start. Then, when it's time for move-out, you can see exactly what's changed and what's stayed the same. It's like having a before and after picture that helps you tell the difference between normal wear and tear and actual damage that needs fixing. A lot of landlords I know use a rental inspection checklist template or a rental property inspection checklist PDF to keep things simple across all their properties. Now, I get it. Some landlords skip the detailed inspections because they think they know their properties inside and out, but here's what happens. Those little changes can so easily slip through the cracks, especially when you're juggling a busy season. You might spot a tiny patch of peeling paint one week and then completely forget about it when turnover day rolls around. That's where a written checklist really saves the day. It keeps your process consistent and helps you catch those little things. And you know what? Let me tell you why a rental inspection checklist is such a game changer. It keeps you organized in the best way. Without one, it's so easy to just walk through a home and only notice the things that really jump out at you. But with a list, you've got a clear path to follow through every single part of the home, nice and steady. Now, if you're managing properties in San Antonio, you know we deal with some pretty intense weather, heat, humidity, storms, and that shifting soil. All of this can cause trim to pull away, paint to fade, windows to get sticky, and floors to shift around. Having a solid rental move-in and move-out checklist helps you spot these issues early before they turn into those big, expensive repairs nobody wants to deal with. And when it comes to security deposit questions, things get so much easier when you've got clear documentation, like a move-in, move-out inspection form, a rental housing inspection checklist, or a rental walkthrough checklist PDF. Those photos and notes from day one protect everyone and help keep things crystal clear. Here's another bonus. Your checklist helps you spot patterns over time. If your notes keep showing that the same door sticks every single year, well, maybe it's time to update that hardware. Or if you're seeing peeling caulk in the same bathroom year after year, you might want to try different materials. When you give your home this kind of steady attention, you're avoiding those bigger repairs down the road, and your property stays attractive to future renters. It's really a win-win. 3 components of a comprehensive rental inspection checklist. All right, so what should a complete checklist actually cover? You'll want to include the exterior, interior, rooms, hallways, kitchen, bathrooms, appliances, and all those important safety features. A lot of San Antonio landlords I know use a printable rental inspection checklist. There are free versions out there, or a walkthrough checklist rental PDF to keep everything nice and organized. Some folks also use a rental inventory checklist to keep track of all the items inside the home, like appliances, keys, remotes, and the types of fixtures you've got. Every property is a little different, right? That's where a rental inspection checklist template really comes in handy. You can adjust your list to fit your specific home. Got a pool? You'll want sections for filters and gates. Big yard? Make notes about sprinkler heads or tree roots. Townhome? You might need a section for those shared walls. Let's start with the outside, shall we? The exterior often tells you so much before you even step through the front door. And with San Antonio weather being as intense as it is, the outside of your home really needs some careful attention. Here's what you'll want to look at. Yard condition. Walkways with cracks, driveway stains, loose or missing fence boards, rust on porch railings, outdoor lighting, siding or brick, trim, window screens, cloudy window glass. Take your time walking around the entire property. A rental property inspection checklist PDF is really handy for keeping track of everything you spot. You might notice small cracks near the foundation that hint at soil movement, or outdoor faucets that drip a little. Deck boards can loosen up over time, and patio tiles sometimes shift. Catching these things early means you can take care of them before they turn into bigger headaches. Now, homes in San Antonio deal with quite a bit of sun damage, especially on those south and west-facing sides. Keep an eye out for dried-out caulk, faded trim, and paint that's seen better days. These little details really help you figure out what to add to your repair list for the next tenant. A lot of landlords like to keep a house inspection checklist that's just for the outdoors. It makes those quick exterior checks so much simpler. Fine, interior inspection. Once you head inside, it helps to follow the same route each time. A rental home inspection checklist keeps you on track and makes sure you don't accidentally skip any rooms. Here's what you'll want to look at. Floors, walls, ceilings, windows, outlets, switches, baseboards, doors. Trim near the floor tends to show dents or gaps pretty easily. Windows should open and close smoothly without any sticking. Closet shelves need to feel nice and sturdy. When you tap on tile floors, they should sound solid. Outlets should sit firmly in the wall without any wiggling. Here's a helpful tip. Take a moment in each room to just stand still and scan everything from the ceiling all the way down. Ceiling stains might be telling you about past leaks. Sometimes shadows in corners hide small marks or dents that are easy to miss if you're moving too quickly. A lot of landlords find it really useful to keep a rental inspection checklist PDF where they can store all these notes and photos in one convenient place. 6 rooms and hallways. Rooms and hallways naturally show wear from everyday life. A move-in move-out checklist template is perfect for keeping track of these spaces. Here's what to check. Carpet, grout, ceiling fans, shelving, window blinds, trim, fixtures. Hallways often pick up scuffs along the baseboards. Rooms that get a lot of use might show more scratches on the floor or have blinds that are a bit loose. Your tenants will definitely notice these things, so taking care of them early on helps you avoid any complaints down the road. 7. Kitchens and bathrooms. Kitchens and bathrooms are really the heart of any rental home. They get the most use, so they tend to show wear a bit faster. That's why they deserve some extra attention. A tenant walkthrough checklist is super helpful for guiding you through this part of the inspection. 7.1 Kitchens. Here's what to check. Cabinets, counters, sink pressure, garbage disposal, refrigerator, oven, burners, dishwasher. Look for any moisture hiding in the cabinets. Give the garbage disposal a test run. Check those seals on the fridge to make sure they're in good shape. And don't forget to peek under the sink for any drips or stains. 7.2 Bathrooms. Here's your checklist. Toilet, pipes, shower drainage, caulk, shower walls, vent fan, mirror, flooring. Now, bathrooms can be tricky because they're really good at hiding water problems. So here's what I like to do. Turn on the shower and just watch how the water drains. Does it flow smoothly, or does it pool up a bit? Also, take a peek behind the toilet for any moisture rings or water stains. Catching these little signs early can save you from much bigger headaches down the road. 8. Safety features. Okay, let's talk about safety features. These are super important because they protect both your home and your tenants. They really deserve your attention every single time. Here's what you'll want to check. Smoke alarms, carbon monoxide detectors, deadbolts, sliding door locks, handrails, steps, exterior doors, windows. Having a rental housing inspection checklist or landlord-tenant checklist really helps you stay on top of all these items. And you know what? When you test everything during move-in, your tenants feel so much safer and more confident in their new home. 9. Now we're getting to appliances and utilities. These need a little patience because each one has its own quirks and parts that can wear out over time. Let's go through what you'll want to check. AC cooling, heater performance, water heater, dryer airflow, washer hoses, microwave, stove burners, outlets. Now, if you're in San Antonio, the AC is absolutely critical. I mean, you know how hot it gets. So test it early and make note of any weak airflow or weird sounds. And hey, even if it's warm outside, go ahead and test the heater too. Better safe than sorry, right? Also, check the water heater to make sure you're getting steady hot water. And take a look around the base for any moisture. A rental property inspection checklist PDF is perfect for keeping track of all these appliance details from one lease to the next. 10. Preparing for the inspection. So let's chat about preparing for the inspection. A little prep work really helps everything go smoothly. Your goal here is to walk through the home feeling confident and ready, so your tenants get a clear picture of what the property looks like when they move in. A lot of landlords like to get their rental inspection checklist ready ahead of time. And honestly, it makes such a difference. Before you start the walkthrough, gather up your forms, your camera, and any little tools you might need. A flashlight is great for peeking into those tight corners. Your phone or tablet works perfectly for taking digital notes. And having a move-in checklist for renters all set to go, that keeps everyone on the same page from the start. Here's a helpful tip. Try walking through the property by yourself first, before you meet with the tenant. This gives you a chance to spot any early issues and figure out what might need a quick fix. When you already know what to expect, the walkthrough with your tenant feels so much calmer and more relaxed. Conclusion and next steps. So here's what it all comes down to. Having a steady rental inspection routine really helps you as a landlord in San Antonio take great care of your homes, keep communication clear with your tenants, and avoid any confusion when people are moving in or out. Those photos and notes you take, they create a fair system that looks out for everyone. Your move-in inspection gives you that clean starting point, and your move-out inspection shows you what's changed. These simple steps help you figure out what repairs are needed, how to handle deposits, and what maintenance to plan for down the road. Good documentation also helps you spot patterns over time. Maybe you notice worn paint in certain spots, loose tiles that keep coming up, or weak airflow in a particular room. When you track these things, you can make really smart choices about future repairs. Before each new lease starts, take a moment to look back at your past inspection notes. It'll show you what needs your regular attention. And keeping your rental inspection checklist handy on your phone or tablet, that just helps you walk through each room feeling confident and prepared. A simple system like this makes every turnover feel calm, steady, and totally manageable. If you're ready for smoother move-ins and move-outs, why not start using the full rental inspection checklist on your very next turnover? Keep that fillable PDF right on your phone or tablet so you can walk through each room feeling totally confident. Use those photos to build a strong record. And don't forget to share the form with your tenants so everyone's on the same page. It really does make all the difference. FAQs, frequently asked questions. Why would a landlord do an inspection? Well, landlords inspect to check on the property's condition before they extend a lease or release that security deposit when tenants are moving out. But here's the thing. Landlords also do periodic inspections just to make sure the property's being maintained properly. It's really about keeping everything in good shape for everyone. Can landlords touch your stuff during an inspection? So here's the thing. They can definitely look at your floors, walls, curtains, windows, and cupboards, but they're not allowed to actually open them up. Your personal stuff, that's off limits. They're really just there to check for any damage to the property and make sure everything's being kept clean and well maintained. That's all there is to it. Can a landlord take photos during an inspection? Yes, your landlord can absolutely take photos of how the property looks. Things like any damage they spot, safety concerns, or areas that might need some repair work. The key thing to remember is that photos should really just focus on the home itself. Snapping pictures of your private belongings, personal documents, or anything that doesn't actually relate to the inspection, that's crossing a boundary they shouldn't cross. What is the checklist of an inspection? Think of an inspection checklist, sometimes people call it an inspection sheet, as your organized guide of things to check off during a walkthrough. It's there to help you make sure you're covering all the important bases, like safety requirements, industry standards, and keeping up with maintenance needs. Can a landlord inspect for cleanliness? Yes. They can check how clean the rental is, but there are some important rules they need to follow. They have to give you proper notice, usually about 24 hours. And here's the thing, they can't expect it to look like a 5-star hotel. What they're really looking for is general cleanliness to make sure the property's being taken care of and there's no damage happening. They'll usually focus on things like how the appliances are holding up, whether there are any signs of water damage or mold, and just the overall condition of the place. Your personal belongings, those aren't part of the inspection. If you're ready to make your inspections feel easier and more organized from here on out, why not start using your complete digital checklist every single time you get a home ready for a new tenant? Keep that fillable file handy on your phone, tablet, or laptop so it's right there when you need it for a walkthrough. Or better yet, check out our rental inspection checklist tool below. It's perfect to take with you on the go. Your tenants will really appreciate working with a landlord who keeps things running smoothly and handles everything with a calm, steady approach.